The government making strides with infrastructural developments as 2 projects are now complete. We have a report. There's public outcry in West Grand Bahama following the arrest of 6 residents. We have the latest. And she is the epitome of brilliance at work as a junior Bahamian chef is cooking up success.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening all, I'm Megan Shepard. It's so great to have you with us. Topping news, the government making significant strides with infrastructural development in the outlying districts on Grand Bahama. Tonight, officials say a major project is moving along steadily and Bahamians stand to benefit greatly from this initiative. Sabrina Brown reports.
Phase 1 of the government's potable water project in East and West Grand Bahama is now complete. Minister of State for Grand Bahama in the Office of the Prime Minister, Senator the Honorable Kwasi Thompson.
Phase 1 will service all residents along the main road from Robertstown to Bevanstown. This accounts for some 9,500 feet of main piping and trenching. In West Grand Bahama, Phase 1, which comprises of the Holmes Rock North portion of East Section 2A and all of East Section 2B, totaling 1.6 miles of trenching and piping.
The Holmes Rock North community was also equipped with 2 fire hydrants that are fully operational. Minister Thompson says Phase 2 of the potable water project is now underway in West and East Grand Bahama.
It will trench from the end point of Phase 1 in Bevanstown to Gold Rock Creek, inclusive of the neighboring areas, Bassett Cove, Turtle Reef, Gambia Point, and Freetown Sections 1 and 2. And if there are no unforeseen challenges, I'm advised that it will take up to between 90 and 120 days to complete. Phase 2 of the West Grand Bahama, which comprises Section A of Holmes Rock, headed west, is being trenched and piped for service connections.
The Grand Bahama Utility Company is managing the potable water initiative and is working with the government to make this essential service affordable to all residents. The cost to access the city water was reduced from $680 to $418, which includes a $150 deposit fee. Minister Thompson says the government has agreed to help persons who qualify with the connection process.
The government of Bahamas has agreed to further assist residents who qualify, particularly senior citizens, indigents, and those with lower income, by paying the deposit fee of the $150 to provide service connection to access the potable water. Once the government pays the initial deposit, the applicant only needs to make arrangements with the Grand Bahama Utility Company to satisfy the balance over time, and they will be immediately connected.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
The Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and BIMINI, Pakesia Parker Edgecombe, says that potable water project is good news for the people of West Grand Bahama.
I think that the government's response to this initiative has to do a lot with the fact that many residents of our communities have complained about not having access to the essentials. This initiative is one that was taken to make sure that they are able to access such, and we're now appealing to everyone out there who need this to actually come forward, because after all, as Minister would have spoken about, it's no use just putting it in place to have it there. So we are appealing to those persons who need this to come forward and to fill out the application as mentioned. It's for their benefit, and once they do that, I think they'll be better off.
Administrator for West Grand Bahama, Brenda, Colebrooke, and Administrator for East Grand Bahama, Harvey Roberts, are grateful to the government for providing this essential service in those outlying areas.
Who would have grown up on a family island or even in West and East Grand Bahama are quite aware of how it is to use well water or personal well water. We know that it is not entirely completely beneficial. There can be some hazards involved. And so for the residents of West Grand Bahama to be able to take advantage of this initiative, I am sure they are more than grateful.
In the East, especially the area of Freetown, where there are a number of senior citizens, they have already approached my office for assistance, and I'm sure they are more than happy to have this deposit paid on their behalf.
A massive showing of solidarity last night in West End as residents joined hands to speak against the recent arrest of family members in that community. The West End residents are now speaking to the powers that be to give a listening ear to their concerns. Talia Hall reports.
We want them out of prison now, not tomorrow, now!
The theme, Together We Stand, Divided We Fall. Hundreds of West End residents came together for a town meeting at the St. Mary Magdalene Church Hall out of concern for 6 residents who were recently arraigned before the court. It was an emotional scene as residents, including pastors, community leaders, family and friends, expressed their support for the 6 West End residents charged with possession of dangerous drugs with the intent to supply in New Providence on Monday. The 6 residents included 42-year-old Helena Stubbs, 54-year-old twin Naomi and Ruth Woodside, 25-year-old Selena Woodside, 22-year-old Arthur Stubbs Jr., and his 44-year-old father, Arthur Stubbs Sr. The residents say they believe the West End natives are innocent of the charges.
These girls do a couple of things. They go to work, they go to church, and they take care of their elderly mother.
My poor auntie right there now, she's sitting there now, you know where her children is. All she's saying that her children that must be dead, nobody want to tell her nothing. That ain't fair, man.
And Ruth, you know, she never break the law. Even with the police, she didn't take advantage. Because this is how Ruth is. She is a humble person.
We need this law to be some change in this law. It needs to be changed. Because innocent people are suffering, and we are the people. We got to stand. We stand for F&M, we stand for PLB, we stand for DNA, but we need to stand for righteousness and justice and freedom.
A family member spoke about the impact social media is having on the situation and what her niece shared with her.
Say, Auntie Missy, something just came on Snap, Chat, or whatever it is, I don't even know. Say, they have my mommy shackled. I said, where did you see that? Yes, Auntie Missy, don't lie to me. They have my mommy shackled. Where is her and daddy?
These residents say they are happy to see the level of support received. They say this is what a community should be all about.
Everybody here has something else to do tonight. But we took the opportunity to come here to stand in the gap for this family, man.
Don't let it stop here. West End needs to stick together. God allowed this, like he said, for a reason. We pull down each other too much. But I thank God for this opportunity.
Superintendent Noel Curry, an officer in charge of West End, was in attendance to listen to the concerns. During that meeting, funds were collected for legal assistance. Reporting for ZNS Network News, I'm Talia Hall.
As industry partners continue to strategize and attempt to discover ways to improve customer service, a campaign launched by the Grand Bahama Port Authority is advancing the GBPA My Grand Bahama campaign. An initiative of the Invest Grand Bahama Promotional Unit continues to receive positive response from employees and employers, including government entities. Senior Manager of Business Development Derek Newbold commended business owners for their support. He stated that the port is impressed with the level of participation from licensees who have embraced the My Grand Bahama customer service program. Meanwhile, the president of the GBPA, Ian Roll, stated that he is optimistic that the My Grand Bahama campaign will continue to make a difference. a leading government agency undergoing major changes. In recent times, the Road Traffic Department here in Freeport has not only implemented the new licensing process and underwent renovations, but has also been faced with a major issue. This situation, for some, has become a bone of contention. Here again is Italia Hall.
Reports say for some 2 months now, employees of the Road Traffic Department in the National Insurance Building have been working without air conditioning. Officials say it was just last week that the department, which has undergone renovations, introduced a reduction in working hours from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Residents Esper Major and Allison Knowles say they have no issues with the new hours because they understand that renovations are ongoing to better the department.
Well, I think if they want to run the proper operation, it's a new change in the system, I think they're doing the right thing. I would say yesterday, I'm back today, but I'm very pleased with the service I received.
It is all for the convenience to bring it in its entirety to the public. Faster service. And, you know, people, some of us don't like change, but change is good because when you look at the changes when the finished product, wow, come on. Cool atmosphere. You can see everything.
However, resident Denise DeGregory shares a different view. She's taking exception to the system now in place.
I cannot believe that it could possibly take over an hour to get a renewal of a driver's license, number one. And number two, by the time you finally do make it to the last window, you have to come back because the printer has to be reset or some stupidness. No, it is absolutely ridiculous.
Now ZNS News contacted the controller of the Road Traffic Department, Ross Smith. He explained that the reduced hours were put in place due to a problem with the air conditioning compressor. The compressor, he says, should be replaced this Wednesday, following which operations at the Road Traffic Department here in Freeport is expected to return to normal. Reporting for ZNS Network News, I'm Italia Hall.
The countdown is on to the country's 44th anniversary of independence on July 10th. This coming Friday, July 7th, will be observed as National Flag Day throughout the nation. Here on Grand Bahama, 3 flag-raising ceremonies will take place in Freeport, East, and West Grand Bahama. Island Administrator Preston Cunningham says the ceremony slated for the Harold DeGregory Complex in Freeport will surely be exciting.
We will have the good blessings of the President of the Christian Council, and of course we will have the Grand Bahama Youth Choir to lead us in the national anthem to start. Certainly we'll have musical selection by the Walter Parker Primary School, and we will pique the excitement by having entertainment by the Royal Bahamas Police Force Pop Band, where they will do 2 renditions at that time.
Committee member Dr. Cecil Thompson is inviting the entire Grand Bahama community to participate in the pre-independence parade on Sunday, July 9th. It will leave the Pro-Cathedral of Christ the King parking lot at 5:30 p.m. and end at the Independence Park, where the main festivities will take place.
We have marching bands. We have a number of Miss Grand Bahama, whole galaxy of queens will be a part of the parade. We have Grand Bahama Scout with Reggie Forbes. We don't know if the Rangers are engaged on Sunday. Otherwise, if they're not engaged, they're welcome to be a part of what we're doing. We're inviting sporting organization to be a part of it.
The 44th Independence celebration is set to begin at 7 p.m. with a pre-show on the Independence Park. Stay with us, there's more news right after this.